With whom you want to be, and you can even have been who you want to have been. Well, my childhood was kind of tough, although I didn't really think about that at the time. You know, you don't really have much to compare to, but my pa, he was always trying hard, but he never did seem to be able to hold on to a job. Well, I haven't written that many songs, but I try to express what's most deeply on my mind. In virtual reality, you can be someone else. You don't have to be the same boring person all the time. I mean, you all have these personalities inside you that don't quite fit with your bodies in real reality. So basically, most people just, like, kill them all off. Some people don't actually keep any of their personalities, which reminds me of some of my old boyfriends, but that's another story.
Mr. Kurzweil. So this
the same way as we are sending their sons and daughters to war, and they will have to fight because it's nature that we're talking about, and they will be dying, God forbid, because it's a horrible thing.
I saw what you've been posting. Hitler was right. I didn't teach you that. You hide behind your screen and you're spewing all this hatred. You got something you want to say? Get out of the truck and say it to their faces.
You're listening to There's Nothing Weird About It.
We love you, Dick.
There's nothing weird about it.
Nothing weird about it.
There's nothing weird about it.
Weird about it. Let's take a look here.
Let's take a look at the cameras. Take a look at the vital signs.
I'll straighten that. Busy week.
Very busy week. This is a long week.
These computers are working hard for us.
You hear them working in the background right there.
Not sure.
They start purring. They start purring when they're working hard.
Not sure what that high-pitched one is. It's a bizarre one.
That little high-pitched noise. Yeah, it is a little interesting. Yeah, check the peak.
Check the pico.
Pico, pico.
Michael Peak.
Okay, so
Alright.
there it is, yeah.
Welcome to
There's Nothing Weird About It. There's Nothing Weird About It. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Another long week. Here we are. So, a lot of stuff going on. A lot of imitation, a lot of mockery, a lot of people thinking that they can confuse people.
Bill stole my blood, boy. I can't find my blood, boy. You
Yeah,
know
you
I
might
need
get
my
your-
blood,
get
or
your
they'll
blood
shit
poison.
my pants to death.
Taken? Yeah, I mean, that might happen to you. There's some things that are going on right now, especially with AI. You know?
Yeah, it's been really big this week.
Yeah. So we got producer Pat in the house, of course, as always.
Everybody, down
We're
in
gonna
the bottom
have a guest tonight, the Seeker, the Visitor, the Wanderer. He has many names, really.
He's a bit of a digital
He's been
nomad.
banned from a lot of different platforms, and so he has to kind of keep getting a new name. But he's doesn't need to be banned. You know, he's a good guy.
Yeah.
My stool is very bloody.
If anything,
It's like a
it's one of those
crimson
things where
fountain
if you-
coming
when
into
you
my
start-
asshole.
Start
It's beautiful.
Start speaking truth to power.
Yeah.
Power comes after you.
Hey, you play with power, you're gonna get burned.
Play with power, you might get power. So we're gonna have him on shortly, and we're gonna just kind of wander through, I guess, kind of the various kind of feelings that we have about fakery and just AI and all this stuff. It just kind of makes it like, all these people are gonna lose their jobs. You know what I mean? There's so many people that are gonna lose their jobs
Because of AI?
because of AI.
Uh-huh.
And it's gonna wipe out a whole segment of crew. You know what I mean? Because they're gonna not be there to make stock footage. Like all the people who bought drones are gonna be regretting that because they can't use that to sell stock footage anymore. They don't need that anymore. They can just AI a stock footage drone thing over like Iceland or whatever,
Yeah.
and it will be done.
I know, what am I gonna do for all of my, I don't know, I'm always making videos with puppies and kittens and shit, jumping around in the snow.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm always making videos with, two, Japanese people walking somewhere.
And how many people do you have to pay for that? Like 11? You have like the fucking dog trainer, you've got the
Yeah.
cameraman, you've got the person who makes the snow if the snow's unavailable.
Yeah.
You've got the site locator if the snow is available and it's somewhere else.
And all those
A
small
lot of
business
things.
owners that submit their photographs of women laughing with salads or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
What are they gonna do now? What's the point of taking photos if it's not gonna be used in a stock WordPress site that's
Exactly.
a scam or something?
There's like we're losing a whole segment of like the life force of like the creative potential of the bureaucratic world.
There's I'm trying to think of what else AI is actually replacing. I mean,
It's just
I guess people who do good voice actors.
Voice actors,
who imitate
maybe.
like Alec Baldwin imitating
Yeah.
Trump. That'll be gone.
That'll be gone. Yeah, he can't do that on SNL anymore. They'll just get an AI to do that for
Yeah.
sure. And in a lot of cases, it's like, I think a lot of albums will probably be remade in AI, and then it'll be like a whole new generation. Like all of these classic albums that are now like too expensive for people to buy, they'll be recreated on AI, and now everyone can buy it.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the possibilities for piracy are
So
zero.
cool though.
Yeah, computer, make me a movie that's, I don't know, kind of like, it's like a Marvel movie.
Yeah, Marvel movies especially are like one of the hardest movies to shoot in general, so now AI will fix that. Because
Yeah, where are they gonna launder all that money when their $150 million piece of shit fails?
Yeah, no, I
They
think
get to write
that's
it
gonna go
off.
far. It's gonna
How
go
are they
really
gonna make
far.
that? Like that Looney Tunes. There was some Looney Tunes movie apparently, and they just deleted it, or like it was like 80 million bucks. They didn't finish it, and then they just got rid of it. So what are they gonna do now? Finish a movie or
Interesting.
something?
Just delete it, I guess. If it doesn't work out, you can just delete it.
Yeah,
That's the beauty of digital.
it really is wonderful. Yeah. God, I was thinking of something earlier. Oh, this is maybe I'll not say that. I was thinking. I mean, this is kind of fucked up, but And of course,
Whoa.
yeah,
We're trying to refrain from saying effed up stuff.
I guess it was basically just if the war was actually all AI generated and Israelis made it with their AI technology so that we thought they were tough and scary.
Yeah, I like that. That's kind of like a different, it's like, because 9/11 has so many different reads. It's kind of like one of the reads of 9/11 where it's like, okay, yeah, maybe it's all fake and maybe it's all just the Israeli art students in the van just made this video of the Twin Towers falling. Because they had access to, did you see too, the art collective that was inside the buildings like a couple days before, and they made something, there's like a little like drawing on the corner of a wall that has something that says almost something about preeminating, you know, little precog. And so maybe the whole thing was just all art students from Israel.
Maybe they all
just created this whole thing.
Yeah.
They have all these friends who are fucking festies and stuff, and that's how they start to October 7th. Oh, we're gonna have a festival, blah blah blah. Bunch of expats or whatever, imports, whatever.
Yeah.
And you do it that way, and then you just have like this Israeli art project.
Yeah.
Art film. It's an art film.
It's probably why all their other culture, like music especially, and, you know, taste in, I don't know, parties.
Taste in TikTok videos.
It's because they're spending all their time on these other real-world ARG-style art projects that are technically impressive.
Better.
Yeah. So they don't have time to think about, like, actually playing music or not looking like a dumbass.
No, they're cool because the music that they listen to is like, I don't know, it's gets you hyped up.
Yeah.
And it makes an IDF girl squeal.
It's so good. You know it's good because it just sounds like a default karaoke that you look up. That's like all the music that they dance to. Just
like, what is like Desert Storm? How do you do DDR Desert Storm or whatever the fuck is, you know, like, it's like that song.
Yeah, Darude.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's, as far as the white consciousness goes, it's the same thing.
Mortal Kombat.
Same thing as invading Iraq, as Mortal Kombat. Yeah, it's all one and the same. All that world.
Pretty
so
impressive
foreign
stuff.
to me. So foreign to me. I don't really understand any of that stuff.
Yeah, it's all over my head. Hey, the people doing what they're doing right now are just complete geniuses, and we're all fools.
I think that the people that are creating the media content right now are pretty smart, yeah.
We're just dumbasses. We'll laugh up whatever they give us.
But I think we'll take it. I mean, I think that I'd love to see a video that tells me, you know, I'd like to see the videos of, because they're also highly produced, of the Hamas soldiers shooting people, and they've got the red arrow above them.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like a video game. And like certain leftists on Twitter really like to jerk off to that, and they're like, this is like sick. This is sick. Owned.
This is the most incredible.
And it's like, whoa, motherfucker's like playing COD in real life.
Incredible.
He just put a
warfare.
fucking, like a landmine on a tank.
Yeah, for a bit,
And
everyone
then you see like a couple weeks later that tank was actually some German import girl, IDF girl, who got blown up in a tank because she got blown up by Hamas. So,
yeah.
kind of take your pick. Do you like it?
It's kind of a coin toss.
Kind of a coin toss, you know, like you can choose your own social media warrior, you know, and it's cool. It's cool that way.
Like meta-narrative.
I wish there was a way to like invest in this and like have some kind of monetary like
I wish you could bet on it or
something, you know what I mean? Like, you're taking up all my energy anyway, so why not get something out of it?
Atrocity crypto.
Yeah, Atrocity
coin.
crypto, that'd be sick. That would be fucking sick.
Atrocity coin's up this week.
Yep, it's gone up real high.
Yeah.
We need more of that, and I think that we need more people just like posting videos of people dying.
That'd be pretty
Maybe
good.
that would be good. Just like something, because it's kind of like I don't get it. I don't really get it. I'm kind of like confused about what's going on.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, is this fake? Again, I'm like, is this a Jewish plot?
For me personally, I don't even get to the point of asking
And
whether
hey,
it's
don't
fake.
don't get us banned here. I mean,
No, I'm just saying I just don't even get to the point of wondering whether it's fake. I just watch it.
Yeah, I just watch it and take it in. And the thing they say about the brain, right, is that it doesn't really matter. Your brain perceives a movie just the same as it would be, like the same neurological chemicals go off as it would be if it was real life. So you experience it on some level, right? It's not quite maybe as visceral, because the chemicals aren't physically there.
I'm a computer-generated.
The internal chemicals start churning, and it's the same thing. You have this little internal projection, and you go,
I know. It's like when I watched Toy Story the first time. I just wished I was, I just thought that I was a tiny toy, and I wanted a big, giant child to carry me around.
Yeah.
And then that became a thing on like 4chan. It became like a known fetish.
Really?
You got a giant child to carry you around while you're a wooden toy.
No shit.
Write your name on the bottom of your foot.
Really? Wow. Be a puppet, basically. Yeah, be a puppet boy. Yeah, I could see that. People look pretty sick these days, and the things that they get into. Wow. I heard something today about how, my girlfriend was listening to a podcast, and she was, I could hear on that podcast that they were talking about, they were saying that try to spit roast girls, you know what I mean, as a fetish, that's a cool thing. You get girls ready to be like eaten. That's kind of the idea, Similar, I think.
Yeah. I think it's pretty similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I generally don't fall for that shit.
I don't fall for it either. A girl says that to me in a bar, and I'm like, whoa, girl, I'm going to turn the other way.
I know.
I'm going to start talking to my friends over here.
I know.
That's scary.
Yeah, and I don't really even,
Yeah.
Thank you. That's actually pretty important.
Even if she's a pretty girl, even if she's very, very pretty, you gotta just nip that in the bud,
She just says I want you to take a extension cable and put the 3 prongs
in your nose.
Up my nose and then plug it into the wall.
Yeah, she's like, try this. It's like a prank I learned on TikTok. She's like, try to figure out how to put the 2 prongs in your nose and the one in your mouth at the same time. And you're like, what the fuck? You're at the bar trying to figure that out. And then you get electrocuted.
They put I've had multiple dates at bars where the girls take your keys, swallow them, and then it comes out their ear or nose or something.
This is like a new Tinder thing, huh?
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah. You gotta wonder if some of these girls are AI generated.
It is kind of scary. I wasn't sure. Thank you.
This is the world we're stepping into, folks. I think, okay, we'll take a little break here.
Look at the Apple Vision Pro, so that might have been it, actually.
No shit. Well, our guy who's going to come on,
at a bar.
the seeker, our guy, the traveler, the wanderer, I forget what his name is, he goes by many names again. He wears one of those all the time. He's not taken one off since day one.
That's pretty fun.
So, he's kind of living in a different world. And so we're eager to have him on and kind of talk about how that's working out in terms of VR and, what's that other whole life world about?
Yeah.
Another life world.
Third life.
Yeah. And a lot of different opinions and things about that, and there's different people that are a part of certain things, and everyone's got something to say, and everyone has a part to play. And
we can ask him. We can ask him because I heard you control it by moving your eyes around or some bullshit.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't. It's crazy.
It's weird that you still have to, the whole problem with the phone is your arms get tired.
Yeah, right. You still have to do excessive movements. And even more so.
In public. Oh, God. How many...
You gotta do a Hitler
I know
salute.
Somebody's gonna make an app for that.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
And you can just say, I was
cancel out. My X bar's up here. I don't know. I just do that to hit the X bar.
It's a dating app, but you swipe up into the corner.
X out. Yeah.
Yikes.
But it's not X. I guess it's because it's over here because it's an Apple thing. So you go like that.
Yeah, that's kind of scary to think.
That's cool though. I mean, it's different. It's like the swastika turned the other way. They're turning it back the other way because Hitler turned click time this way. Now it's up to Apple and people and to turn it back around to make it go that way. So maybe if we go that way, it doesn't mean the same thing. Maybe it means Hall Israel. Hall Israel.
God, you can have all kinds of horrible things, horrible gestures that you could accidentally do to someone on the train.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, I was just dragging, just dragging this thing.
No, yeah.
Cupped your
I'm
balls.
so
from
sorry.
behind.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was caressing you. I was just trying to do like a little. I was working in Photoshop and I was working in a little
I was doing color correcting and I just rolled your tit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's gonna be creeps all
Yeah.
over it. Creeps on the subway are gonna be
There's
wearing.
gonna be a big market for fake ones, so you can just act like a
Exactly.
fucking idiot.
Well, that's
or
a good way.
freak.
That's
Yeah.
maybe we should get in on
should
that.
do that,
Maybe
actually.
we should get in on that thing. Especially if it has the eyes on the outside that you can change, which looks really cool. It's like you can change your avatar. I
Wow.
love when you can change your avatar. That's what tonight's kind of about, right? Like we're all different people. Nobody knows who they are. And everybody loves themselves regardless, right? Because that's what's important, because you must love yourself regardless, no
Yeah.
matter what's happened to you, no matter who you are, no matter who you choose to be in every single second or moment.
Every
Might be different from the
shortcoming
next
must
to the
be
other.
ignored.
People around you may not know that, but you can change, and that doesn't matter. And they may not know that, and if they don't respect that, then they're fucked up. So,
Yeah, yeah, who cares if you have a single ability, talent, or personality trait that people enjoy? Love yourself, you dumbass.
for everything that you don't do. Yeah. There's nothing weird about it.
They are.
There's nothing
They
weird about
are.
it. They, his, theirs, they, his, hers, they. It's really not. It's not important. It's just not important. Most people get hung up on this kind of shit, and I think
That's
they're
true.
stupid.
I was starting to like worry for a second.
You get hung up on it, and then you fucking get stupid.
It's fine.
There's nothing fucking weird about it.
Yeah. It's all fine. I'm gonna get a pair of those glasses. It
Me
looks
too.
fun.
I think we gotta have.
I think they're only like 20 grand.
When we come back with our little break here, we're gonna have on the Traveler.
Ah, that sounds good.
And,
yeah.
He's gonna tell us about what happened along those travels.
Yeah,
because-
tell us a little bit about that technology.
Yeah. What, 126 days wearing fucking VR? I mean, that's something. I watched a TikTok of a guy staring at a clock for 24 hours. That was something, but
Wow.
yeah, sped up. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah,
Pretty
he
cool
was
video.
really-
He got like upset, like walked around, like kind of.
There's actually little 3D characters jumping around
Yeah,
on the
sick.
arms of the clock.
Yeah, super cool. Cool art stuff, you know.
And then instead of a wall, it was like a desert. It was
Endurance
crazy
art.
cool.
Super sick.
Yeah.
But we're gonna have this guy on, and it's powerful stuff. So
We can
stick
take
around.
a quick break.
Quick break. Yeah.
Okay, that
Nothing
sounds
weird
good.
about it.
Nothing weird about it, everybody. We'll be right back.
Yeah. Love you.
live in fear. It's vaccination day! It's vaccination day! Today I get my COVID jab, and I'm feeling really fab. For months I have been waiting for this day. When can I get my second shot? And will it hurt or will it not? Oh, I think I am gonna be okay. It's just a small needle, right? And for the people who don't want it and still refuse to take, well, thanks to you now I don't have to wait. 'Cause for the first time in forever, I might get to kiss a girl. It's been a long time. When I get my AstraZeneca, I'm gonna tell the whole damn world, guys, I'm vaccinated. And I know I'm acting crazy, but I mean, I've like waited for a year. And for the first time in forever, I won't live in fear. It's vaccination day! It's vaccination day! Today I get my COVID jab, and I'm feeling really fab. For months I have been waiting for this day. When can I get my second shot? And will it hurt or will it not? Oh, I think I am gonna be okay. It's just a small needle, right? And for the people who don't want it and still refuse to take, well, thanks to you now I don't have to wait. 'Cause for the first time in forever, I might get to kiss a girl. It's been a long time. When I get my AstraZeneca, I'm gonna tell the whole damn world, guys, I'm vaccinated. And I know I'm acting crazy, but I mean, I've like waited for a year. And for the first time in forever, I won't live in fear.
I enforced willingly admit M.Jones after that you spiritual manifestations are predicted in the scriptures. If I had is what he intends to cont 6y by his first proposition, but they are, unfortunately, for Hinny, predicted in an entirely different manner to that in which he alluded to them, and, in stringing together the scripture passages referring to satanic agency, Mr. Jones entirely omitted to mention other passages equally pertinent, but much more distinct and accurate in their special reference to spiritualism and its characteristics. This is a grave omission, and though I should be sorry to accuse Mr. Jones of any intention to deceive his congregation by resorting to the Old Bailey trick of stating a fact and willfully omitting important matter by which the value of such fact could be estimated, yet it is beyond question that he did quote certain passages from the scriptures in support of his argument, and found it convenient to pass over other passages, which applied W with equal, if not greater force and greater accuracy, to the subject under discussion. The only difference between those he did quote, and those he did not, being that the latter falsified the former by reason of his text not being applicable to spiritualism. Probably this was deemed a sufficient reason for passing them over. I will hereafter cite the passages not quoted in the sermon, in support support of his assertion that spiritualism forbids marriage and commands abstinence from flesh meats, Mr. Jones referred to the opinions of the Reverend Thomas L. Harris and those of the elder Frederick Evans, the Shaker. W. With regard to the first named, it will only be necessary for me to say that, though nominally a spiritualist, he represents only a very small portion of the spiritualists, and a few facts concerning Mr. Harris may not be here out of place. He was once the leader of a little band of fanatics established in Auburn, state of New York, who styled themselves the Auburn Apostolic Circle. Mr. Harris and his handful of followers, soon however, removed from that locality, in consequence of interior dissensions, and shortly afterwards established themselves at Dog Mountain Cove, Fayette County, Virginia. A confirmation of the small influence which Mr. Harris exercises lies in the fact that on a recent visit to this country no public reception by the spiritualists was accorded to him on arrival, which is very significant when it is remembered that great enthusiasm was displayed on several recent occasions in honor of American spiritualists. I am not aware either of Mr. Harris having been invited to lecture by any of the numerous societies of spiritualists scattered throughout the country. But what is the estimate of Mr. Harris by his own countrymen? We find in the Spiritual Telegraph, Newt Fork, the following. IFALL persons, WHP have heard, or MA here, Brother H. Harris, New H's peculiarities as WL as those. Do W ho have been emus intim 8W with H and DU rin GTHE last 50 years. It WOULD be unnecessary to MAKNY reply to H is unsparren G denunciation OF all THOSEW ho do NOT accept him as their oracle, and labor to HELPH and to MAGN EFH is Asamed office. B. UT those UN fam Ilia W with H and do not. K and now H is W Ekin S's. Besides, he goes out to
cell therapy and injected into your body, we would have probably had a 95% refusal rate. I think this pandemic has also opened many people's eyes to innovation in the way that was maybe not possible before. We're really...
What's up? It's Joshua Paul Hudson, man. Father figure of the Swiftie universe. And like, I don't tell you this stuff, man, because like I need some Taylor Swift, like, and shit like that. Just, I take it very seriously that I am the father figure of the Swiftie universe. And I don't want you guys to be shocked when it comes out that this stuff isn't about Carly Claus or whatever you think it's about, man. I feel like it's my duty as the king of the Swiftie universe. That's probably a better title for me at this moment, king of the Swiftie universe, to let you know what's really going on, because I don't want you guys to have a heart attack when you realize that I just cuffed Taylor Swift and she's my bitch.
One of my friends said when I had a golden hour, it's like they felt like someone had just given them a big hug, and I was like, that's the feeling we were going for, like that.
That relaxed, calm, good feeling where you're just happy, your foot is tapping, and you feel good, right? And that's not a poison or a toxin to your brain. So how is it, Danny?
I feel super relaxed. I feel happy and chill. I don't feel anxiety at all or any sort of anxious. I just feel very calm and relaxed.
Good.
Oh, don't you know it's a big world, but there is only one girl. Don't you know a cowboy needs a cowgirl? The kind of girl is gonna be my best friend, not a showgirl. I only got room for one, I don't need any more. Ignite the fire up inside, yeah, she's burning my core. I'm working 9 to 5, tell me, is there anything more? Cause my hands are getting sore, I don't know anything different than what's out west. Why you think I'm running around wearing bulletproof vests? I ain't got a big circle, yeah, I keep it small. Walking in the Fashion Square, buying up the whole mall. Looking at me jealous, you ain't got the gumption or the gall. I'm an alien, kinda like the smell of blood aroused me from my son, but watch the brass and moon start to one side of light. The noise of thunder, sun, sips of pop, you motherfuckers in the rain. I'm just trying to relax, run this snoopers, get hot, they track, sweat in the back, baby, deal with those tracks. I can tell it's trapped, getting bitch, I can smell you red.
Right, so Josh, pause and check it out. So actually, I helped design OBS too, man. I don't get credit for that, but I helped design it, right? And they think they do little stuff like, so, like I broke my screen. Right? Everybody's like, what are you gonna do? Like I half the screen. So now I broke half the screen too, but I got my icons over here, right? So I just double my screen, right? And like, so what do I do here? Okay, how do I open up? I just go over here, man. And I got my icon. So it's like I got two screens right here. And then like they'll do this thing like, so if they give me problems with the display device, right here, I'll just, because I helped design it, like actually I made most of the shit, right? Like that artwork and all that shit, people start, oh my God, there we go, now I got a camera. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm back in business, man. And actually, I got internet back now too. So yeah, oh my God. Yeah, but I helped design it, man. Like all that artwork that fucking Taylor Swift stole with Aaron Dessner and all that shit. I designed it, man. I can do that. I can like go in and do the filters and I can remake that shit again, dude. I mean, that was all me. That was all me in my gateway car. Right, so
in the world economy. An inflection point, I believe, in the world economy. Not just the world economy, in the world. It occurs every 3 or 4 generations. As one of the top military people said to me in a secure meeting the other day, 60 million people died between 1900 and 1946. And since then, we established a liberal world order, and that hadn't happened in a long while. A lot of people dying, but nowhere near the chaos. And now is a time when things are shifting. There's gonna be a new world order out there, and we've got to lead it. And we've got to unite the rest of the free world in doing it. So anyway, you know.
Hey, welcome. How are you? There's normally no smoking in here, but I'll let you slide.
יש אנשים שלא מרגישים בלהבה שבוערת מבפנים היא בתוך הנשמה מהירה וחמה יש אנשים המחפשים את האורות במקומות הרחוקים את הניצוץ התמידי שבכל
When the time comes, I pay that toll. Then an undertaker start digging them holes. Up above or I'm down below. Well, we can't take nothing with us but our soul. Ready or not, boy, here we go. So when the reaper comes to take our soul, then an undertaker start digging them holes. Up above or I'm down below. Can't take nothing with us but our soul. Ready or not, boy, here we go. Ready or not, boy, here we go. Time comes.
அடமுத்து நக்கீருக்கு மொத்தமும் தெளிய முறையிடலாமோ
Get your fucking ass up and work. It seems like nobody wants to work these days.
That's so true.
You have to surround yourself with people that want to work. Have a good work environment where everyone loves what they do because you have one life. No toxic work environments, and show up and do the work. Get your
Virtual reality, you can be who you want to be, and you can be where you want to be, and with whom you want to be, and you can even have been who you want to have been. Well, my childhood was kind of tough, although I didn't really think about that at the time. You know, you don't really have much to compare to, but my pa, he was always trying hard, but he never did seem to be able to hold on to a job. Well, I haven't written that many songs, but I try to express what's most deeply on my mind. Virtual reality, you can be someone else. You don't have to be the same boring person all the time. I mean, you all have these personalities inside you that don't quite fit with your bodies in real reality. So basically, most people just kill them all off. Some people don't actually keep any of their personalities, which reminds me of some of my old boyfriends, but that's another story.
Mr. Kurzweil. So this.
I saw you scatter on the winds. I saw you scatter on the winds. I saw you scatter on the winds. There
The U.S. will have to send their sons and daughters exactly the same way as we are sending their sons and daughters to war, and they will have to fight because it's nature that we're talking about, and they will be dying, God forbid, because it's a horrible thing. The
I saw what you've been posting. Hitler was right. I didn't teach you that. You hide behind your screen and you're spewing all this hatred. You got something you want to say? Get out of the truck and say it to their faces.
The stock market sales for Jergens went up like exponentially, man. Did you guys notice that?
No, wait.
A big.
Look for it.
What's a Jergen? the VR experience, the #1 virtual reality podcast in the metaverse. That's right, you heard it. In the freaking metaverse. I'm your host, Marco. This is my buddy Tim. John Max on the other side. Here's our very first episode. I'm freaking excited. How are you guys feeling?
Dude, I'm feeling hyped, feeling excited, especially with the new content that we got going on in Horizon Worlds. That's gonna be epic, right, Mac Attack?
Yeah, now we're talking.
Dude,
that'll come a little later on, right? We'll get a little bit more specific.
That'll be in the near future. That's gonna be a really fun topic to talk about.
Yes, sir.
Hold on. Wait, you don't want to introduce the name? Or did we already introduce the name? Yeah.
We're working you.
I'm sorry, I was looking at the camera. I got camera shy.
It's okay, man. It's okay. We get
Hey, nothing very bad is going to become, we're just standing by here. in the meantime, you guys can watch these guys.
It's the first podcast in the metaverse.
This is the first podcast in the metaverse.
Which is pretty cool. What do they got written down back there? Crazy sex?
Crazy sex, hopefully.
Crazy sexy? Crazy sex. It just says crazy sex on the whiteboard.
Well, there are 2 black men on the board here, so maybe it's a kind of a vernacular.
Yeah, maybe that one's crazy, that one's sexy, and that one's cool.
There you go, exactly.
VR experience.
That's a crazy ass white boy on that shit.
Allowing beauty
What is this?
Oh, this is
as the spores faded and then just.
I love the whiteboard.
It's definitely an improvement on the podcasting.
This is better than Sora, right?
It's pretty cool.
This is more better than the new OpenAI stuff to me.
Yeah.
This is more realistic.
I think if you were to assess whether or not this makes the podcasting medium, if it brings it forward.
Brings it forward?
Big time.
Yes, absolutely.
Big time.
You can see a digital avatar of the other person that's pretending to be there. It's great because it's like you can see how they're waiting to get rid of real bodies.
Yeah.
Real bodies take up space. Real bodies contribute to climate change. And
What the fuck is that?
oh, sorry. That's my song I really like. That's my song I really like a lot. Yeah, so, I mean, bodies contribute to climate change.
Yeah.
And what's going to be cool about what's the replacement process is AI replacing bodies in the sense of, like, there's no need to take space, right? Because a lot of social justice politics is about space, right? Bodies in spaces. So, how do you do that? How do you correct that error? You don't make bodies in spaces. You just have bodies in virtual spaces. Perhaps the same politics might adhere. We will see in the future with whether or not that is not the case.
Yeah, I think they could have just,
it's very academic stuff.
There's probably a reason why you didn't have everyone wearing GoPros on their head for every podcast.
Well, it would have been better if they were.
Yeah, you can see all those corny little hand
That would have been cool. And then they should have hired an intern that could have been replaced now that was like cutting between the cutaway shot and the head cam shot.
Yeah.
And then now that person can be replaced, which is good. Again, the great replacement is happening now. It might be happening in the digital space. It might be happening in Israel. It's like, who knows? But because it's like Israel is the digital space. What do they call that? It's not Silicon Valley, but there's a similar name for Israel that is it's an equivalent of Silicon Valley, basically.
Yeah, I can't
Look it up on your
remember.
phone. Look it up on your phone, people.
Yeah.
I'll do the same.
Give it a shot.
See.
Oh look, Dick, you're in the podcast.
Am I here? Am I on the podcast?
Yeah, here, let me bring you
Can
down.
I join these people?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I can be one of them. I'm here. I like that. So, do you guys think that Israel has good politics?
What do you think, Hash Brown? Why don't you, hey, King Mac, what do you think about the Gaza conflict? Or Hash Brown or Flex X?
Flex X. Wow, yeah, these guys, I think that they've
Well,
got
they're
some
fist
pretty
bumping.
strong
Hey, kid, he's
opinions.
trying to fist bump you.
Kind of two black Israelites on the set here.
Oh boy. Well, the future's gonna be great. I'm
What
excited to learn.
what were you looking up again? What was it that I was trying to look up?
I don't remember either, actually.
Shit.
Maybe this just.
Well, anyway, I think that we do have our guest who's waiting to come on. We've
Here
been
he
kind of
comes.
slagging on that one.
We can ask him if. Oh yeah. Here we go. Let's see her.
So, let's set this up right. We can get this shit off the fucking screen. Fuck this shit. Fuck these guys. These guys don't know anything. Am I right? Or am I wrong?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm having a little technical difficulty here. Let me figure
I know,
this out.
it's.
God damn
Let's try to
it.
find the other camera.
Oh yeah, here I
Oh,
go.
the microphone.
Yeah. Always something.
The Wanderer. He carries a microphone, and it's a body cam, a body mic.
It's from the future.
He's like kind of a transhumanist, a little bit, because he has like an embedded microphone. That's one of the things he does have. Quite interesting.
Sorry about that. We're having a little technical difficulty.
It's really hard to plug that in. It's like video
there you
drone.
Hello, hello.
Chicken 1 2, chicken 1 2.
Check my Chinese chicken. Yeah, I'm curious to ask which of these technologies keep going, stick around for the future.
Yeah.
And we can ask our guest, I guess, in a minute.
He might know.
Let's take a look here.
I think a lot of these technologies are gonna take over the world, as they say, right? AI is gonna ruin the world.
I know there's so much that
They want to let it do that.
yeah, it's gonna get rid of.
That's the excuse. The scapegoat.
People who pose naked for photos, they're wiped out.
Right.
It's gonna get rid of bad people who write art, merchandising copy and
Right.
Amazon listings.
Right. Replaced.
It's gonna get rid of.
The great replacement, people. It's fucking ugly.
It's I don't know. I'm struggling to think of what it's gonna actually replace. It's just gonna I don't know. Annoying people, asking a chat.
Hey, I mean, these people do a lot of important work. I mean, they set up shots. They drive to the drop site. They go there. They do the thing, and it's like that person doesn't have a job now.
Yeah, I guess performance reviews, middle managers, and the like.
Investing in having a drone. You know what I mean? Like, that's a big thing. It's gonna be replaced by all those Chinese videos with the. Imagine how HGTV is no longer going to exist because every single video is just going to be some AI couple walking into a house, there's snow coming out the outside, and Tom and Jerry's playing on the television.
An online recipe generator. So it'll be able to crank out all those fucking mile-long. When I was a kid, my grandma used to cook the sugars and grits and all this stuff.
Yeah, right.
Just get to the recipe. It sucks
Just
anyway.
get the recipe. Yeah, exactly. All of that stuff's gone. So, I mean, that's a loss of a lot of people, but the great replacement is good, people. It's very good.
It's gonna work. Okay, I want to introduce
We all
our
on here?
guest.
We here?
Yeah, let me get this and I'll turn the camera here in a sec. Sorry. All right. I wish
So,
Grom
the Traveler.
was here to do some of this work.
The Traveler. You've been wearing the goggles for a while. So, first of all, you got your mic on. Tell us your name.
My name is,
You sound a little winded.
oh, I was so winded.
Take a deep breath, brother.
Oh, fuck. Fuck, man. Oh, So, some of you may know me as the Seeker, as
Seeker. Our apologies for mistaking that.
freaking trickster, also a gaffer.
Gaffer?
I come under various names. I think you Could have.
Are you best boy?
You're the best boy.
I am
Yeah.
sometimes the best boy. I'm also sometimes the worst boy. Oh, shame on me, shame on me, shame on me.
Wait,
Okay,
where are you from?
Yeah, you've been wearing these goggles for quite a while. So what world are you even in right now? I mean, I know you're not in our world. I know you're seeing us a little bit, but
I think a better
basically
question-
what you're seeing is kind of a
I get it.
hyperized, hyper-real rendition.
I think a better
what we're doing.
question would be what world I even came from.
Wow. Okay. So what world did you come from?
That's why I'm asking you that.
Okay.
Because I don't know.
Probably from this one, but that's what I'm saying. You probably got
world.
twisted in the system.
I got twisted in the system in a Berenstein Bears bad way.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Don't watch
mandala
TV
affected.
while we're talking.
I got mandala affected and twisted and cysted.
Okay, what do you gotta say, producer Pat? What do you-
He's watching the Berenstein Bears or something on his headset.
Yeah, like
Turn it off.
can you turn this thing off at all?
Hold on.
Okay,
Hold on.
turn off the video.
Yeah, it's.
Do you know who you're talking to right now?
Does it
Jesus
matter
Christ.
how
The problem
far?
with
Wow.
okay, it's a Ubuntu, but the X is on the thing where you can't do Control X. You
What
can't.
What if your arms were
Hold
shorter?
on.
Would you not be able to reach
Wow, are you
the
an
button?
If I had
Android
two
user?
arms,
Wow.
I would know what I was doing. I'm not Jack Scalafonte, where I don't have two arms, but hold on.
Jack Scalafonte.
Yeah, well, I have two arms. Let me. There we go. Oh, I pulled it down. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
So you can see kind of, now I can see your eyes, because before you had this like kind of like furry eye thing where you like, I felt like I saw dog eyes that were kind of manicured with eyeliner and stuff like that.
Well, it's a bit of a
But now I see your real face.
presentation.
It's a bit of a
Interesting.
pain.
Okay, but okay, so you're the traveler, you're the seeker, the wanderer, and you've been seeking for a long, long time.
I
We
have
know
been
that much.
seeking for ages.
And now that you've got these goggles on, how does that affect your ability to find new things to seek?
Well, I think it is a double-edged sword, Mr. Tick. Like the glasses you wear. Imagine how, in the daytime, if you wear
I
them,
turn
it
these ones
helps
on
you.
and I just watch TV.
Okay, yeah. So these have a lot of other mods to them. And the more mods I have, it's like your browser has different attachments and stuff, and
extensions.
Your developer tools and all that. And if you had your developer tools running all the time, you'd have seizures.
Yeah.
You just have seizures all day long. Your hands would be like my hand is numb right now. I can't even feel my hand.
Okay. Okay.
It's completely
It's a
numb.
part of the daily process.
Well, the developer tools are. Hold on, let me. Okay.
Okay.
Hands.
There you go.
Feeling.
You got
feeling
feeling
the
in your
hand.
hands again?
Feel it. Touch my hand. Touch it.
Do you have a feeling in that?
I can feel it.
Okay.
Very good.
Okay. Cool. And then it's showing that you feel that on the
Yeah.
in your vision.
Well.
Which helps you realize that that's actually happening, right?
It does help, and one thing you jog my memory about where I came from while I was here.
Mm-hmm.
Bachton Cross. Do you know what that is? Do you know what that is?
Does anybody know what that is? Bachton
don't know.
Cross?
Bachton Cross.
Bachton
Cross.
Bachton Cross.
Is that some kind of Bitcoin or something?
So, Bachton Cross is apparently a book that existed in one of the worlds I ran into.
Yeah.
It wasn't called Bachton Cross, it was called something else, but it had to do with Bachton Cross, where this gentleman...
A forgery or something, perhaps.
He finds himself in this same area out here where we're doing all of our filming, and he is written out of a script and sort of finds himself in a weird ethereal state.
Yeah.
It's
So
a
who's this that
weird
you're talking
digression.
about?
I
Is this-
didn't mean to go down
Who's
that
this
path.
that you're talking about? You're somebody you know locally, or somebody that perhaps...
He was a fine gentleman. In passing, I ran into him at a bar, actually south of here in the Bay Area.
Okay. And so...
And he talked about Bachton's Crossing.
But what do you... So Bachton's Crossing, perhaps is it a spiritual book? Is it something that kind of helps you along this esoteric path?
It tells you what to do.
I think it does a little bit. I think it does, and I think that it's also a place, and it's also a state of mind. It's a state of being. I think it's just somewhere. Hold on, I'm getting a message on this. Damn it!
If you guys have ever seen Videodrome, it's like the same kind of thing, like intense nausea happens, you know, kind of.
Oh, have you guys seen those the streamers?
Experiences, stuff like that.
The streamers that get the flat divot in their head because they wear headphones too much. Their head actually deforms.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Tig. Jesus.
You okay?
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm back now. I'm back.
Okay.
Now.
All right.
There we go.
Producer Powers is reminding me of something.
Wow.
Did you ever get the trepidation in the back of your skull? Did you ever do anything like that to release some of the tension, you know?
There was a world that I was in where trephination, we call it the trephinators.
Okay, yeah.
We would
do carve a little skull, and then I noticed that but then they squeezed it too. They did like an elongation process.
So
too.
it's called neo-trepanation.
Okay.
Or we call it neotreps.
Neotreps.
In that world.
So you're stepping into a new world. So this is part of the world that you're seeing that we can't quite see yet.
You can't see that world yet.
You know, the people who
because
look like
there
you.
is so much going on there. There are so many different layers.
And how are you guys?
You know,
Man.
just imagine it's like there's layer boop, and there's layer boop, and there's layer boop, and there's like.
Are you guys seeing yourself represented in media or anything like that at all, or are you? Is this like you guys are just kind of left out?
So it depends on who we.
Where's your representation? at?
What's the we we're talking about here, Mr. Tig?
Well, the people that have been kind of. I feel like you're maybe not alone, but perhaps you are. Perhaps you're on your own journey as a seeker.
So
I guess that's part of the thing, but I think that
so as
sometimes
a seeker, I think you just answered
you find
your own
yourself
question.
on similar paths of other seekers, right? You know.
Yeah, that's the
exactly.
thing. There are other
as a
seekers.
seeker, you're a seeker, and that's how
There
we
are multiple
crisscross,
seekers.
right?
Think about it. For example, you have your CIA, you have your NSA, you have your, MI6.
The trestle board. The Masonic trestle
Hands
board.
across the waters and all that stuff. So what we have is the Seekers Union.
Okay.
It's an unspoken brotherhood, sisterhood, themhood.
Okay.
And what we do is we move throughout all the different worlds. Like we go between the Berenstains and the Jifs. Peanut butters. Well, I thought it was Jiffy peanut butter.
Jiffies. The Jifs. The
We
gifts.
are
Right.
the ones that go between those worlds. We keep check.
Okay.
We keep check and we keep track. And we keep
Keep
Jif.
the hierarchy in order.
We keep the stains and the steens.
Keep on keeping on.
The steens and
That's
the
what we do.
stains in order, right?
That's what we do.
Because if people get confused about that here,
They get very confused.
very confused on this plane, right?
Fortunately, yeah.
So you're the ones who. I mean, I wouldn't want to cast a lot of shade into a direction or anything like that, but I mean,
No, but feel free,
I mean,
sir.
a little
Feel
bit
free.
like, why the confusion? Why are we so confused down here about the difference? You know, I mean, like, why is that? Was that intentional on your guys' part to help us ascend to the next order of consciousness, or was that like a mess up on your guys' part, kind of a banking error?
Well, you know the Genesis song, Land of Confusion?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
Okay.
Where you're just kind of, you're both right on did we or didn't we, or could we have, or...
Both
did we
all and
not?
above, right? Yeah.
This is the land of confusion.
Everything contributes to it, yeah.
And that's a very important song in the Seekers Union. Like sometimes when we go out to different, because I don't want to describe what it looks like too much, but we have different portholes that we kind of go and we're like boom, 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 where we just go through and we're doing our thing. And before, when we're getting there, usually we're just kind of like got our dog tags on, got our minimal, military gear. I can't
Sure.
express too much about like what the army looks like in that time space realm. But we listen to Land
Don't
of
give away
Confusion
that
before
stuff,
we
yeah.
go out, and we just, this is the land of confusion. This is the world we live. Whoa, and these are the choices we. Whoa, and we just go out there and we're like, whoa.
Oh.
We just go, whoa, whoa, and we just like next one, whoa, Lieutenant, go down there, whoa, Lieutenant, go down there, 813, whoa, and we just do that over and over.
It feels like he's conducting us. It's like he's conducting us to sing.
This is how you work. I mean,
And that's what it feels like.
Oh.
you guys constantly work on this kind of subliminal, influential space of influence. Again, because you're straddling worlds. So I mean, like, as a world straddler, like, people wish that you could be, wish that they could be the seeker that you are. Because
that's true.
A lot of seekers, you know, they come with the seeker, right? Like, all, like
seeker,
all those guys, all those
Seek
kids.
and destroy.
Seek it, yeah, right, exactly.
And that's another
More-
theme that was also.
Why destroy? As opposed to
right. Seek and plant flowers and be beautiful and pretty.
Take and invest. You know, something. As I like to say.
Plant a nice garden and live a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah, right. Totally.
Seek and plant a beautiful child.
Either way,
and
holistic
have a lovely,
financial advice. Right.
Lovely.
Yeah, seek and never find. Just keep wandering. Eternal
That's what they want you to do. That's what they
Wandering
want you
through
to do.
strawberry fields and just having a good old time, just rolling and rolling and rolling and getting head injuries on strawberry.
Yeah, see, all the red hats,
Yeah.
this is what we've been telling you about from the beginning, people. The red hats are out to get you. They do
But it's
not
true,
want
yeah.
you to have a successful life as a continual
In one
biological
world,
creature.
In one world, I think you guys even saw this world where there's the floating Fred Durst red hat entity man.
Well, I
He's
know.
he's literally just a floating Fred Durst hat man.
That's the guy who whispers into Tom DeLonge's ear.
I think so.
Yeah, that's the spirit, the
And I think,
daemon.
did you guys report about that at some point?
We talked a little bit about that stuff. I mean,
a couple
the
of
red
years
hat
ago.
stuff, man, that goes so deep. It goes into the Phrygians. It goes into the this
Well, yeah,
and
the
that,
Phrygian
the
scale,
Fez, the
and
Shriners, it's so deep.
rough. It's a rough
And
deal.
That's how you realize that it's actually real, because it's like wearing a pimple on your scalp.
It's like that Bone Thugs song. It's got to be real,
And they say,
real, got to be real.
You gotta like.
real,
I've been looking at some of the Freemason, local Freemason publications, so I can give them a free handshake at the grocery store. You know, to figure out who these guys are.
That'd be so cool.
'Cause they're so fucking
Give
local
them a like,
guys.
secret handshake. You know, when it's like the whole thing where it's like, you know, when
Yeah,
there's
a little tickle.
Like
Yeah.
the squid thing, like.
Yeah.
Little sack
Like
tap.
Yeah. Whoa. What's up, brother? Yeah.
Charlie horse.
Or
Boom.
crock top. Yeah. It's fucked up what those boys do, because they make each other fuck a goat. You know, but.
Really?
Yeah, that's what they
Oh,
do.
that's cool.
It's all those yacht club geese boys.
Yep.
It's what I like about all that sort of shit, the secret societies and all that stuff, is that I just never would have thought about. Like, I would have never even dreamed about doing the things that they do, and that's
Me
why it's so
either.
cool.
Imagine
that's stuff
just
that they
taking
think of.
peanut butter and a goose out on a yacht like that. I don't want to know what
These
that's
guys
about.
get up
Pretty
to some
impressive, really.
mischief.
And you know, a lot of butter, a lot of goat butter.
They know how to get down. Yeah, the goat thing, man. They tried to deny it, you know, and back then.
They
and
tried to deny it.
then
Bunch
it
of
came
goat
back to 'em.
shit on a yacht?
Yeah.
Well, and they also made candles.
Basically, they fantasize about you know, effing a goat that has boobs but it looks like it has a vagina.
And it had a, it was a vagina.
Crazy. They call it Baphomet.
It was called the Yacht's Grotto.
Yeah.
It was a big grotto. It could be traveled.
I know, what else do they do? See, this is the thing, I don't have like a good enough an imagination as they do. But, I mean, what else do they do? They go pee-pee by a tree? By the redwood?
Oh boy, do they ever.
That's what they do in the Bohemian
Knights.
Grove.
Are you kidding me? That's where the Knights started, because
Knights
they're
of-
sword fighting,
the Knights of
crossing
P.
the piss streams.
Yeah, you know, we are the Knights of P.
Yeah,
We are the Knights of P.
The Knights of Pythias. That's how that started. Yeah.
No, just pissing everywhere.
Pythia, the Knights of
We are the
Pythia.
Knights of P.
Look into that shit. You'll find that that's what that's about. They're crossing piss streams. Because the
Yeah.
piss stream is quite a
Don't
strong
cross the
force.
streams.
I'm sorry to get all Jordan Peterson on you here, but the stream of piss that comes out of a male's penis is incredibly strong. Okay? Very
Male's
forceful.
penis?
It comes out in a spiral.
Yeah.
And in that way, it like makes itself penetrative.
You know that Jordan?
Okay.
You know that Jordan Peterson dude? That Jordan Peterson dude?
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah. Well, he's always talking about the man's penis comes out in corkscrews, and that really dissatisfies me. As a man, I don't really appreciate the course.
His wife must have been a pig. You know what I mean?
As a
Like,
man,
pig-ass wife. You know, that's why he's so
a
burnt.
lobster came out of my penis.
His penis
and I
recoiled.
didn't know how
His
to
penis
deal with
recoiled
it.
from his
A
wife. and he
giant
got burned.
lobster came out of my urethra.
Sucks.
I was
Sucks
like
for a married
fish
man to have that
penis,
happen to
and,
him.
Oh, I had
Yeah,
to
and then
extract
he-
it.
Yeah.
Jordan
I've got a
Peterson.
suit on that has pictures of all
Oh, I
the
got a
notes on my
funny
phone.
suit on. I have a funny suit. Look at my funny suit and my lobster penis.
A bunch of blue hairs tried to accost him and beat him up one like that's like the whole thing started like that. It's just fucked up, man.
Me and made me
Really fucked up.
less than a man.
Is that
And
why
I
he
have a
talks so
lobster
stupid?
inside of my butthole
They throat
now.
punched him. Yeah, they
throat punched him. I
The
know.
lobster hurts me every time I go poo poo.
They punched him in the throat and they yanked on his tongue.
Yep.
The lobster, it
And he's
hurts
like,
me.
I know.
Yeah.
He goes,
You're gonna be a fucking frog boy ever
Bloody
after.
hell, there's a lobster inside of my butthole. Bloody
You got
hell.
fucked up. That's what leftists can do to
Bloody
you.
hell, look at my socks. I'm gonna dangle my shoeless foot around with my sock and talk about men. About the men.
I don't respect
and the
any man who's
lobsters
ever been
inside
in a
of my
coma.
butthole and my sticky
I never have
foot.
seen a guy who's come out of a coma either.
I don't respect him.
There is no guy who's come out of a coma.
They pushed out.
Yeah.
But he came out of a coma famously or whatever.
Right.
You know, he put himself into a
induced
coma.
by
He
his daughter.
survived. I'm sorry. Call
Ketamine
me
induced.
old-fashioned, but that's a woman thing.
It was a ketamine-induced horse coma.
It is.
When that's you think about.
It
Okay,
is.
put yourself in a
He
coma.
was basically
You came out
hysterical.
of a coma.
He was hysterical.
Well, he was in a
and he had
horse
to be
coma,
put
but he saw
down for a
cows,
minute.
so imagine that.
Imagine Freud on his dick, you know, just being like, boy, you gotta get your fucking bed, get in the bed, you fucked up, take some horse tranquilizer, and go to bed.
Yeah, Freud's just writing down.
Get that
Jordan
special
penis.
cereal.
Yeah, his penis is way too big, that's why he's just so horned up.
He's scared to you know,
He had
want
to
to
dip
have
that
sex with
dung
his
in a
mom
big
or
old
whatever.
bowl of cornflakes.
Exactly.
Freud would just get out a cigar and
His
Jordan
daughter,
Peterson
though,
would run.
his daughter's beautiful.
That
Gotta
goddamn-
say, his
Oh
daughter's beautiful.
yeah. Yeah, people
Beautiful
are
daughter.
a lot of beautiful people.
Beautiful daughters.
Didn't she date Ben Shapiro? No, she dated the Andrew.
I think that they
yeah,
did a
that was
crossover.
right,
They were
yeah.
switched faces.
I think they might have
Ben
done bad
Shapiro's
things.
daughter, Ben
So
Shapiro's
in the-
sister,
yeah.
and Jordan Peterson's daughter switched faces, and the crossover process.
In the world I lived in, or one. Okay, so one of the worlds I lived in. Well, let me.
Okay, yeah,
Pull
so-
this up.
You
They
say
did-
I'm so envious
Okay,
of you
wait.
first of all, because
wanna
you can
ask
pull up
too.
this porn at a fucking heartbeat. Like that's what's crazy.
Oh, you could.
You can like create deep fakes in a
Do
second.
you know this? Do you know what this little button over here does?
Yeah,
you know what this
come
does?
even faster. I know.
I don't want to
That's
know.
right. That's right. You don't. That's right. You don't.
Tell me how sticky that button is.
It's
I guess.
midway between the
Ooh.
gooch.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
It's called the gooch.
Would you call it a cobweb? You got a cobweb up there?
It's like a fish tank in my brain up here. Let me tell you what. It's like a turtle
A
tank.
little lizard tank.
It's
yeah.
like.
There's snail trails all over the inside of his head.
It's like
crazy.
a submarine from hell.
I love that.
Yeah.
And that's crazy that you consistently have that in your.
Well,
like,
when I've been through
passages.
as many realms as you could imagine, and okay, so do you want some lore? Do you want some lore?
Give us some background, a little BTS. Tell us
Sure.
what's going on here.
So, as far as who I'm related to, because I know you guys have all the, your different
Okay.
characters on the show, and I don't really know too much about your show except for what I've researched.
You're like a little bit of like I know you're like a kind of a black sheep in the family, so I didn't want to bring it up.
So, I am related to both Stan Ranch, Captain Coyote, the Duke of Deerlights,
Oh my God.
Carl Cogsworth, and Clayton Cogsworth.
That
You
one
really
guy,
got
that
around,
one
huh?
alien kid who was in the red hat.
Yep. And so
okay.
and Marcus Matthews too. So I'm that much in the future of living. I can't say what century I
You're
came
that
come
many
from,
generations
but
deep
I
in
am
the future and in the past.
because all these all these people, all these characters, they still, they had kids, like Stan Ranch had
Well,
fucking
that's
great
what I was going to ask about.
I can't say too
only
much about
related
them.
to men.
So I can't say too much
You're
because
only related to men, though.
mostly all the men, yeah. All the men, yeah. Well, except for, like, Stan Ranch had a couple of sisters.
This is a part of the human. A guy can get pregnant, right?
Yeah. Well, in the future, they can.
Am I wrong?
Yeah. In the future, so we have pods where just the dudes can hang out. It's like
Right.
we can go like,
That's what I
oh,
thought.
girl,
That was, okay, so
hello.
yeah, that's right. You were related to that.
But sometimes we let the girls in.
Come
It
on,
depends.
this isn't Maury.
So
This isn't Maury.
Look,
okay?
I can't explain the future like you want me to.
Everybody can get pregnant in the future. Okay? This isn't Maury. anymore.
Okay, sounds horrible.
If I tap when I do this, go, does that mean yes or no?
There's no who is the father. I love that because we kind of can finally put an end to that
That's all
whole
you need to know,
narrative.
then.
His story has ended. Who is the father? We're done with that. Who is the mother? Well, she's here.
It's part of being, post-religious.
Where did the semen come from? That's kind of like a non sequitur question.
Holographic layer on another plane, can't talk about it.
No, exactly. We just don't talk about it.
No.
Doesn't
Well,
matter.
see, that's the thing. Didn't you guys have a time traveler on here recently? Wasn't he like a
We
relative?
did. We had a time traveler, channeler.
That's how I know that, because I'm getting a notification up here. It's just all boop, boop, boop. It's been going off all night about you guys having a time traveler on here, like, recently.
It's like one of those things where you like kind of, it's like I need like a override from my boss to do this. Like, hey, can you clear me
Can
on
you
this?
open the register?
Open the register. Clear me here. This is over $10,000.
I double charged.
Clear me here. So and like they, put me through, and you're like, wow, okay, finally.
Damn. It is kind of cool. So do they have systems of hierarchy in the future? Even,
No, it's actually just the Trek communist
Is this flat?
paradise.
Borg? It's Trek, Borg, communism?
It's the communist future.
That's pretty cool.
I love that.
Everyone just does whatever.
Well, as a libertarian, I do actually have to say I have some
Imagine
qualms.
just being completely
Maybe some
psychotic in the
reservations.
future. If you want to be a libertarian in the future, you can. It's just there's so much space
you can
to
do
just
that
be
in the
whatever.
future?
You could just be whatever you want. If
So
you
we're all
want to be a
sitting in
space
like
communist hanging with other people, you're a communist. If you want to just hang out on a planet and piss and just go boo with your ding dong in the air, you're a libertarian. That's how it works in the future.
That's cool.
You can just do whatever you want.
You can wear a boot on your
And the
head.
You hang out with
Shangri-Las,
other people.
basically the Shangri-Las still pick up some piss
If you
and
put a
poop,
boot
right?
on your head, then I guess that means you're also kind of
That
still
gets
like
me.
a
Really
neo-reactionary
dark
or
brown
something
Indian
like that.
descent anti-Aryans
Also-
pick up the pee and poo. That's what I heard too.
Everyone picks up other people's poo, and also for like
Yeah.
a game, because in the future there's no monetization, there's no like credit.
Wow.
There's a credit system that sort of exists.
Oh,
So imagine
yeah.
Star Trek, but
Sounds cool.
It's like it's sillier. It has to do with poop and pee, and just like I poop pee, and you just
Where does it all
and you can
go?
monetize.
I was thinking about that, like
certain things like that.
pooping and peeing and just like letting mold develop and stuff. Like just like
letting things
just
grow.
living in it. Like I think that is the future a little bit. We're gonna be sitting in it.
Yeah, I've never composted. I've never had like a compost bin. but,
Trash
like,
is just gonna rise up.
I've never had a compost bin, but I do know that if you put a bunch of poop and pee, something, good food, natural food.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just don't understand the middle part.
So when you had that
Put
Fraggle
a
dude
little
on,
pee.
you had the Craggle. He was a Craggle. He was
Okay,
He was a Craggle.
He's one of those guys who eats all that stuff and digests it, kind of like a fungi.
Well, he does that.
He does that little like
He has a big
He was-
compost heap
alchemical
that's just
process
like,
for us.
He was pretty fun to hang out with too.
He transposes poo poo pee pee into
He does the
alchemical
pee-pee boo-boo
soil.
layers and just kind of like he just pees on the top of the mound.
Wow. Oh, I think
Oh, your
your
mic died?
microphone might have died.
Shit.
Try it again.
They're cutting you off. Well,
Oh, it's too controversial. I
wow.
guess.
Okay, so obviously Elon Musk.
I know.
Let's cut us off. I'm gonna give the mic here to our boy here for a second to have a sign off, but this is our guy. This is the Wanderer. Thank you for being here, this traveler.
Say one thing here. Oh boy. Well, it's unfortunate. I have, I'm seeing reserve power on my mask. Hold on here. Damn it. Okay. I will say, Berenstain Bears real. Jiffy or Jif peanut butter. Nelson Mandela died 10 years ago in prison. He died now. It doesn't matter. We did all of these things, and I have traveled to so many of these places. That's why I have this beautiful helmet, and that's why we do what we do, and I'm glad just to be here, and I would just say also, there's nothing weird about it.
Thank
you. Thank you all for having me on it, and also, as far as the lore of, how I'm related to all those different folks that you all have on, I can't talk about it, just like the other time traveler dude couldn't say anything there, so... But yeah, also nothing weird about that either. So thank you all, Mr. Dick.
I wish we could have.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for coming on the show.
No, that's good, because this is what we needed. Everybody's trying to be a time traveler.
Freak.
Everybody's trying to be outside their own body, trying to realize something new that they never had before.
People mostly aren't. I don't think people have body dysmorphia. They just have time. They want to be young.
Time dilation.
Yeah, maybe.
Some time titillation.
Maybe a little time test.
Yeah. Put a time test up their ass and see what happens.
Doctors can do that sometimes.
They should and they could. Honestly. I think that what's going on lately has been kind of pathetic. And a lot of people should kind of just step up to the plate.
For real?
People should step up to the plate, I think, and just kind of start
Step up to the plate, grab the fork, grab the knife.
Not give up anymore, because it's pathetic. The way people just give up.
And just, keep it real, keep it straight.
Can't stand how people are just so pathetic. It's like, oh my god. But anyway, I don't know. It's like
here, maybe
there's nothing weird about it or anything.
Let's see here.
Got anything to put on? Got anything to think about? Got anything to say? You want to call? You can do that. Our number is 707-572-4142, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and but for now, there's nothing weird about it, I suppose. And
take a little break.
And we love you. And
it's late too. We've already been going for like an hour and a half.
Yeah, I'd say we're kind of getting it close.
I will put something on here, and I'll change this goddamn song.
We'll just need it. Yeah, exactly. We're just getting a new space here.
So Tick, you hadn't heard of this, right? These streamers that are getting a flat spot on the top of their head.
No, that's cool though. I like that.
No, it's like a little.
Oh, is it racist?
Yeah, exactly. It only affects certain people. Only whites.
Interesting.
Only whites get affected by it.
Is that why I saw it?
5 minutes of streamers smashing their set. I've been thinking this for a while. We should just watch a few funny videos.
Let's do it. Let's just put on some funny videos.
Streamer Rage
We're gonna have a
compilation
smoke.
part 126.
This is the cringe comp episode.
Oh, I don't think I have audio.
Oh, come on. Okay, yeah, do it that way. little technical difficulties here. We're gonna pull it up on a different computer here. We're losing them. Everybody's fucking walking out of the room. Hey, people, stick with it. Stick with it. We love you. Don't. If you gotta go to the bathroom, that's okay. You guys see that video of that black guy who made like a George Floyd joke and made some black people leave the room? That was actually pretty effed up, if you ask me. I didn't even hear the joke, but it seemed fucked up. So, fuck that guy. Fuck him. And fuck anybody that doesn't like this show. Because there's nothing weird about it.
It's really fuck anyone who hates their own race.
That's me fighting up.
CJ, come on, brother. No way.
He's dead.
You can show this genuinely the dumbest thing in the fucking game.
That one might be.
Man, take out both. Middle man.
What is that?
Und meine Maus stellt sich so um, dass ich nicht mehr draufklicken kann. Digga, du Maus, Digga, hör doch.
Roulette, roulette. Am I retarded? Is it this time? I'm gonna confuse. Oh my god.
Du verdammte...
Oh my gosh, I wanna break something, bro.
Hey everyone, in this tutorial we're going to cover the basics of the brand new crowd.
Screw back here and it screws the motor this way and shoves the boat forward. If you have a car, the wheel turns, shoves the ground this way and the car that way. It's always symmetrical. Now Alan C. Holt over at McDonnell Douglas at the NASA in Houston published a paper, I think back in '82 now, on something called asymmetric propulsion. Now, Alan and I don't know each other, but we both have filed papers, in fact I even filed provisional patents in this country, for another kind of propulsion concept, which would cover things in water, in air, and in space, and in certain kinds of magnetic and gravitational fields. And we call it, instead of symmetric, asymmetric, meaning if you want to go that way with your craft, go that way, that you will push something that way also. If you're going to go that way, you'll thrust that way and you'll go forward. Now this seems pretty crazy. But if I turn my rocket around and open it up a little bit so that I can squirt water or magnetic particles or whatever thrust out the front and curl that stuff back in and in here and form a gigantic water wheel or space particle wheel or work well just because it costs $3,500 and it's called Pro. Well, the Pro doesn't stand for properly, now does it? Oh, hi there, I'm Sam Tucker from Apple. And you know, with everyone getting their Apple Vision Pros lately, they're starting to notice some issues that weren't there in our polished demonstration. Such as, you know, while the headset can track your eyes, your hands, and even your friend's hands. Oh, she's getting a bit familiar, how you doing? You, on the other hand, are not allowed to track the headset. And if you lose it, it won't show up on Find My, like the cheaper Apple Tic Tac does. And so, you'll just have to buy a new one. And while you're there, you may want to pick yourself up an expensive MacBook, because you might have noticed that while the Vision Pro has a power connector, it doesn't have a data connector. And so, if you want to transfer videos or large files to the thing, then you'll have to do it wirelessly, through AirDrop on another expensive Apple product, or not at all. But don't worry, if you're taking a plane trip, then you can download your movies to watch offline through the Disney Plus app. If you want to watch a Netflix movie, which there isn't an app for, well, just wait 8 hours till you land in Dusseldorf. Apple Music doesn't work in offline mode either yet, and you also won't be able to have any entertainment on a train, because the headset won't be able to track you properly, even though you're literally on a track. So I guess you'll just have to put up with the wonderful entertainment on board. Speaking of real life, pass-through isn't perfect. There's sometimes motion blur, and people have said that their friends sometimes look like they're in 720p. You guys look like you're 720p in this. Well, if you have a problem with low-resolution friends, then maybe you should hang out more with MKB HD, because he's always in high def. People are also complaining about the dynamic range, and how if you look at a bright window or something, everything else gets dark. Well, you are right about that. It must be a problem with the headset, because have a look. Let me use my naked eyes to look at a bright object. Oh yeah, and that's fine. I can see perfectly. Depth perception, of course, isn't perfect. Okay, drinking is not the easiest. Because some people have been complaining that if they drive with the Apple Vision Pro headset on, then they tend to get arrested. So sorry about that. I guess you probably should have been watching the road. With Viggo Mortensen, there's some reports of people getting black screen issues, but this is probably because you've turned high contrast on, or because you're dead. And we can't fix that. And when it comes to dead eyes, there's no getting past the virtual personas, where people are getting a little freaked out by their 3D emojis. Well, I can assure you that if you wear the headset long enough, then you'll start deforming your face and you will look like that emoji. But no one will notice, because while you're talking, your other friend with the Vision headset might be listening to you, or they might be listening to their iTunes. You'll never know. And one final small issue is that if you use the Vision headset, you may go blind. Like when I take it off, I feel like my eyes don't work normally for like probably 15 minutes. Like I feel like I'm like a little bit cross-eyed and struggling to see stuff. But don't worry about any of that. You know, my eyes go wonky sometimes, and that's without spending $3,500 $500. So, what's the problem? The all-new Apple Vision Pro issue. If you see the spinning beach ball of death, you're either having a stroke or you need to return the headset. The choice is yours. But think fast. Hey everyone, thanks for watching the video. Why not check out why I said no to the Apple Vision Pro by clicking the video in the corner. And subscribe for more fun tech videos. But until then, I'm going to experience the real world. See, when I take off my Vision Pros, I see it in SD. And that's satisfactory definition. Let's go back to HD.
Hi, I'm Kitty with the Brain Brew. Kitty recycling your Bosch hand Stella candy rubber. We recommend reading the manual in its entirety before powering up the machine. The voltage is grown at 3 phase, 40 volts. 2. Defognel Tiokrake Essit Brag. Siafatu, Hemdolak, Charles William Wason. Collection China and the Chinese. The Gift of Charles William Wason. Class of 1876.
76. 1918. BL 604. I-75. The swastika, the Eve list. 3,924,023,008. Each 60 original of this book is in the Cornell University Library. There are no known copyright restrictions in the United States on the use of the text. Smithsonian Institution, UNIT, EDST, SNITION, ALMUSEUN. The swastika, the earliest known symbol, and its migrations, with observations on the migration of certain industries in prehistoric times. Thomas Wilson, Curator, Department of Prehistoric Anthropology, U.S. National Museum. From the report of the U.S. National Museum 4, pages 750, 7-1011, with plates 1-25 and figures 1-374. Washington, GOVERNMENTPRINTINGOFFIC, 1896. The swastika, the earliest known symbol, and its migrations, with observations on the migration of certain industries in prehistoric times, by Thomas Wilson, Curator, Department of Prehistoric Anthropology, U.S. National Museum. Table of Contents. Preface. I. Definitions, Description, and Origin. Page 763. Different forms of the cross. 765 names and definitions of Klai swastika. 768 symbolism and interpretation. 770 origin and habitat. 791. Second dispersion of the swastika. Extreme Orient 799. Japan 799. Korea 799. China 799, Tibet 802, India 802, Classical Orient 806, Babylonia, Assyria, Chaldea, and Persia 806, Phoenicia 807, Laonia 807, Armenia 807, Caucasus 808, Asia Minor, Troy, Hisarlik 809. First and second cities, 810, the third or burnt city, 811, the fourth city, 813, the fifth city, 818, the sixth and seventh cities, 819, leaden idol of Hisarlik, 829 owl-shaped vases. 830 the age of Trojan cities. 832 Africa. 833 Egypt. 833 Naucrates. 834 Coptos. Acneum Panopoles. 834 Algeria. 838 Ashanti. 838 Classical Occident. Mediterranean. 839 Greece, Cyprus, Rhodes, Melos, and Thera. 839 Greek Fret and Egyptian Mianfur, not the same as the swastika. 839 swastika in panels. 845 swastika. S with 4 arms crossing at right angles, ends bent to the right. 846 swastikas with 4 arms crossing at right angles, ends bent to the left. 847 swastikas with 4 arms crossing at other than right angles. The Enzogian to the left. 848 meander pattern with ends bent to the right and left. 849 swastikas of different kinds on the same OBJECT. 849, 759, 760 Report of National Museum, 1894. Europe, Bronze Age, Etruria and Italy, Swiss lake dwellings, Germany and Austria, Belgium, Scandinavia, Scotland and Ireland, Gallo-Roman period. France, Anglo-Saxon period. Britain swastika on ancient coins. Triskelion, Lycia Triskeliou, Sicily Triskelion, Isle of Man punch marks on Corinthian coins, mistaken for swastika. Swastika on ancient Hindu coins. Swastika on coins in Mesembria and Gaza. Swastika on Danish gold bracteates. United States of America, pre-Columbian times, Fames Island and Toco Mounds, Tennessee Hopewell Mound, Chillicothe, Ross County, Ohio Mounds in Arkansas, North American Indians, Kansas, Sacs, Pueblos, Navajos, Bemis, Colonial Patchwork, Central America, Nicaragua, Yucatan, Costa Rica, South America, Brazil, Paraguay. Third, Fockham's, allied to the swastika. Meanders, OGs, and spirals, bent to the left as well as to the right. Aboriginal American engravings and paintings. Designs on shell. Ivory-billed woodpecker, the Triskelion, or Trichetrum, the spider, the rattlesnake, the human face, and form designs on pottery, designs on basketry. Fourth, the cross among the American Indians. Different forms. The cross on objects of shell and copper, the cross on pottery. Page 854, 854, 855, HD1, 862, 863, 864, 867, 869, 869, 870, 800, and 70, 871, 871, 873, 877, 878, 78, 800, 879, 800, 894, 894, 895, 896, 897, 900, and 900, and 900, and 900, and 900, 903, 903, 903, 905, 905, 906, 906, 907, 900, 999, 914, 900, and 924, 926, 926, 931. The swastika. 761. Symbolic meanings of the cross. The four winds, sun and star symbols, dwellings, dragonfly.
Thank you for sticking around for There's Nothing Weird About It. We'll be right back, play a little music and all that.
there's nothing to worry about it. Don't worry about any of it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And, what? The last segment here. Hello, hello, hello. You say hello. I say hello and you say goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye. And all you say hello, I say goodbye. Say hi, girls.
Wow. Well. We're gonna start, I think we're getting a new website together. Hopefully we'll have that up soon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a website
I mean,
together.
well, okay, last words on the whole AI
We're
thing.
gonna have a last, what? We're gonna have a website together where our last leg is on it.
It's one of them.
So that's exploitative.
So, okay, what do you think? Last word, Mr. Tick, on the whole AI thing.
Last word on the AI. Well, it's a beautiful concept.
Yeah, that is a great
create
idea.
A lot of expressive feelings for a lot of people.
I think AI, and forgive me if I'm wrong, I don't know, it's the future or something, probably.
Oh, I mean, you're forgiven.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is no wrong. No
What
wrong.
if that is the rapture? What if AI is the rapture?
Okay.
And we're all gonna start disappearing once we get replaced by AI.
I like that. I mean, I don't like that, but that sounds about right.
That clocks.
That clocks with the tick.
That clocks with the tick. Time keeps going on and on, everyone, no matter if you like it or not. I think that's probably. I mean, do you have any other? You got any
I don't have any other feelings. All my feelings have been pretty much drained out for tonight. I kind of don't have any feelings anymore. And that's kind of like a part of therapy, basically, is that you kind of go through the process of having feelings, and then you expend them, and then you don't have them anymore.
You leave it all outside?
Yeah.
Well, that's a good point. I'm gonna go out and buy a pair of VR goggles.
I love that. Because
That'd be
everybody
great.
needs more.
It's so nice having all these computers and shitty keyboards and all this stuff to interact with. I wish there was another layer of it.
A layer of Bluetooth connectivity
That would be
can
good.
fuck my life up.
They should have different colored teeth. That'd be cool. What if your
actually
teeth?
sick.
What if your teeth lit up different colors like red, blue, green, indigo, violet?
That's sick.
Roy G. Biv.
Is that like an adapter where you can get from the eyepiece that drops down like a tooth set?
Oh, I don't know how any of this works. I just had come up with the idea.
I like that though. I mean, maybe that needs to be happened. So maybe we can create a mouth, especially for people that are COVID conscious and want to wear a mask still. Maybe you could have like a digital mask.
Wow.
You know, I think that would be good.
In some ways, we already do.
The more you know, the more you can do. Maybe if people had that, then they would know what they wanted.
If more people knew what they wanted,
I think that what everyone wants is more.
A three-dimensional you.
Three-dimensional me, you. I want to be represented. I want to hear myself on the drums. I want to hear myself on the bass and guitar.
I can hear.
I want to hear myself on the keyboard, because if I can't hear myself in the political sphere of discourse, and my language and the words I try to use to describe myself and describe my life situation, then I may as well put it into music, right?
Virtual bodies, virtual spaces, virtual.
Ray Kurzweil said, like, everyone kills these things off, you know, like, we don't want to kill these things off, we want to give them life, you know? Give that shit life.
I do wonder. I worry about the future, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
I'm not worried for myself. I'm just worried about the future. I see it as like a big, cozy, cuddly animal. And I hope it's okay.
Why does that scare you?
Pets.
Why does that worry you?
I guess because I might not be around to feed it.
You're not going to be able to feed it?
Yeah, the future's like a big, cozy animal. Almost a Pokemon thing, and I want to pet it and cuddle it.
You want to know that you have some connection to it. It's kind of like Social Security. If you're putting all this stuff into it.
Exactly.
Energetic energy, money, whatever into it.
It would be a shame not to be
want-
able to see
You
how
want
amazing
something
it
out of
is.
it. Everyone's going to say, oh, that's fucking gone, but whatever. But anyway, I mean, there's nothing weird about any of that shit. We're gonna play some music, we're gonna find how that makes any sense to everybody and anyone through music, because that's the way that we can all just... Have you ever seen that guy, Jacob Collier?
Yeah.
Jacob Collier captures how people feel about music, right? And like, really just makes it poignant.
I think he's like a little, he looks Hawaiian.
It's very, very participatory. I love that. You know, the participation.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. The way that everyone's involved, everyone has a voice. Because that's again, I want to be represented. So there's something great about it.
And wait, no, repeat after me.
Okay.
I want to be represented.
I want to be represented.
I don't
Hillary
want.
Clinton and her daughter would proudly repeat that, I think.
I want a lawyer. I want a virtual avatar. A drawing, a painting.
And
I want to be
love myself,
represented.
and I love you. There's something weird about it.
Thanks,
There's something weird
guys.
about you. And thanks, producer Pat.
Everything's perfect.
Thank you, fucking to the Traveler for coming in. And now we're going to go into a little musical segue.
Wow. And you
That's
guys
going
can
to like set the tone for the rest of your Saturday night.
We're gonna be smiling the whole time.
Kind of set you up for how you're gonna do the thing. You know, whatever that may be.
Love you guys.
Love you. Good night. There's nothing about it. Thank you for tuning in. As always, 1111. Lucky numbers. Lucky numbers for tuning out, for tuning in. One or the other. No matter what you be, no matter where your body be, how it be, you know, it's how it works. Thank you, Produce Bat. We got Traveler. Thank you all for watching. Something weird about it. Nothing weird about you. Nothing weird about nothing. I mean, I guess it's all the same as it ever was, you know, yeah.
It's all right. All right, everybody.
Good night. Good night. Good night.